I've not seen this, so we're watching this together as friends on the internet.
All right. This is something I neglected to do on stream last stream, and I regret that sincerely because it is really funny. As I mentioned last stream, there was a amazing, monumental precedent set by the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom that declared loudly and proudly that trans women are in fact just men in dresses. And this has caused a great amount of upset and angst, anal pain, and whinging, gnashing of teeth, as the British like to say, in the United Kingdom. So there are, of course, a lot of people responding to this, and I completely and totally neglected to take a moment to read some of that gnashing of teeth. Here, let's start off with the initial incident. Pink and Susan says, men deciding on what a woman is based on men deciding they are the master race based on myth and whimsy they have invited. Thus, this is nothing more than an ancient Greek statue, anatomically inaccurate. Like a complete nonsense post from a tranny pretending to be a woman, and then a crayon drawing of a transformer avatar. All those judges are evil people who just destroyed any remaining trans rights in this country because they couldn't see beyond the moral panic sweeping the country and their own bigotry. Disgusting people history will condemn. Sarah Lesbian, oh my god. Every time I see a tranny calling himself a lesbian, I'm just like, yes, another racist. Another woman has become racist seeing this fucking tranny talk in social media. It's like an instant win. Like, yes. It's just so obvious. You just want to women that are not into men because those are like the most unavailable women possible. The Supreme Court has reaffirmed today that trans people with or without GRC are totally protected from discrimination in the Equality Act. Lots of what gender-critical groups are now suggesting is clear discrimination. It will take time. They will soon be in court. As a we got a handmaiden here. As a biological woman, I love how when a handmaiden has to like discuss how they're a real woman, they have to say biological or natal, and it's like even trannies don't even like those terms. Just so you know, because I've been told by trannies that trannies actually are biological women because the brain is as much a part of biology as the penis and the ovaries. So if you are a female-brained individual, you are biologically female. And to say that a trans woman is not a woman natally seems to imply that people aren't born that way, chat. It's not, so it's wrong. It's wrong to call yourself a natal woman because it pretends that trans women aren't born the way they are. And it's wrong to call yourself biological because our brains are biological. It'll never be enough. Handmaidens will be beaten with sticks until morale improves. As a biological woman, I'm deeply upset and ashamed on this morning's decision with the UK Supreme Court, who didn't take into consideration the immense hardship already endured by trans women just to be recognized and the fragile lives they have now unanimously destroyed. Oh, they can move to Canada. Actually, don't move to Canada. Move to Germany. I always tell trannies, move to Germany. That's the safest country for you. More on the Reddit. Helpful one says, sigh, what did that bigoted island do this time? The Supreme Court just ruled that trans women are not women. Let it be known from now on that the UK has completely and utterly failed transgender people on every single level, and that this country is fully responsible for every trans person committing in their borders. It's based on biological sex. Now, not what the biology is, and that we can include certain people while excluding others who we determine to be women but don't fit the criteria, blah, 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 blah. Oh, great, that includes many trans women who change their sex through medicine. So while it's still transphobic, we at least got, oh, wait, no, they have no idea how to define sex based on biology. Why do they pretend that this is a convincing argument? Sorry, bro, when they dig up your bones in your grave, they'll know it's a male skeleton. There's a reason we don't accept that as a definition of woman, because it always leaves out some intersex and cis women. I don't care about intersex people. If you're intersex, fuck you. Your marginal existence is not significant enough to impact this discussion. I just want to point that out there. I am openly discriminating against people who are classified as intersex. Whatever the fuck you think should never matter to anybody for any reason. This is just whinging. Oh, the biology doesn't agree with you. We determined that ovaries are fake, actually. Okay, this is all about the Queen of England, JK Rowling. I look forward to when JK Rowling dies for many reasons. One, I get to enjoy the book series again without benefiting her. Two, I get to enjoy the tattoo I have again. Oh no, Gryffindor bros. You have like a Schutzstaffel tattoo on your wrist with your fucking Gryffindor logo, bro. It sucks to be you. She is dead. Is point 3. I think J.K. Rowling is up there in the world for fascists who need to be blanked the most. Oh, I wonder. That's very subtle. Jackie Toali says financially backed by J.K. Rowling. If anyone continues to support J.K. Rowling, they can burn in hell. I don't think the Bible says anything about trannies going to heaven, my dude. Smile says, I never thought I would ever want to burn books, but I think we have a certain series that I just want to burn tonight because of J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling should die, in my opinion. Today would be a good day to let J.K. Rowling know that her grave will be used as a toilet repeatedly in the ages after she dies. Oh, she's going to be buried in a mausoleum where the Queen's ashes are stored. F the UK, f J.K. Rowling, and f transphobes. Every day I hope Rowling dies in a fire. And then there is a, looks like pink slime. I think it's supposed to be blood. Oh, they have like a Hollywood Walk of Fame for British people. So it's just like a sidewalk in Birmingham. And they put pink ooze on it to show she's literally murdering trans people. I think trans people should be allowed to raise Fleet Street and burn down that fucking castle Rowling lives in too. Fuck that country. Anyway, J.K. Rowling is a rancid evil cunt and I hope she lives in misery forever. J.K. Rowling is a heinous individual with no morals and then wipe arse of the anti-LGBTQ plus lobbyists. And the sooner we have a world free of bigotry spouted by people like her, the better. Okay, I get it. Trannies are mad. Here's a special tranny. This one's known to the forum. This is Sophie Molly. He says, you will never, ever stop me from accessing female spaces. It is my right to use them. No court, no government, no hate gang will ever take that away from me. You can arrest me, you can beat me, but I will always be a woman. That will never change. And then you have this lovely, lovely trans woman smiling at the thought of invading women's spaces after being explicitly told by absolutely everybody involved, from the common person to the highest court in the country, that they don't want you there. But it gets them off even more knowing that. Okay, I opened my door to get some air flowing, and now I am literally like crying right now because of my allergies. I'm gonna turn on my fan. I'm sorry if that's like annoying. I might need snoofle breaks moving forward, chat. 1 second. The stream must continue. It's a good stream, chat. More on Blue Sky. The only death of the author I'm interested in is J.K. Rowling actually dying. First, J.K. Rowling came for trans people and did not speak out because I was a Hufflepuff. As a fellow Hufflepuff, I know that feeling I'm a Hufflepuff, and what that means is that I allow the Slytherins to round up all the Troons and Avada-Kedavra them. And my silence is consent, effectively. I think that's what we're getting at here. Patty says, about to crush J.K. Rowling into a tomato paste for a batch of AutoZone chili. Ew. Just another normal tranny dreaming about eating women. Listen, I'm Scary OK says, as I have maintained since 2009, J.K. Rowling should be in the hog. It's Den Hog. It's not the hog. I personally believe that we should murder J.K. Rowling violently. J.K. Rowling is a terrorist and a bigger threat to women's safety than Al-Qaeda. The United States of America should drone strike every Harry Potter land. J.K. Rowling is a disgusting blight upon humanity, keeping Crab-Rave queued up in the other tab in preparation for our collective day of jubilation. Revi, trans avatar, says, when J.K. Rowling dies, everyone will be cheering, ain't nobody gonna be sad. Death to Rowling and death to these now worthless judges. This is okay, by the way. But saying mean words online is not okay. It's just the target. That's what matters. It's the target, chat. JK Rowling deserves to die, slowly and painfully, and horribly. Can someone just off JK Rowling because the mold is taking too long? Bringing out the guillotines. By the way, this is all allowed on Blue Sky. Completely okay on Blue Sky, the anti-free speech platform. Meanwhile, me saying praise God is not allowed on base, right-wing free speech X. Just a thought. This is on Pink News, so this is the comments of a gay news site. As a 75-year-old straight female, I feel sad for all the people who will now feel rejected by society. Boomer, boomer. I can't say what should happen to boomers, chat. I've been told this. But I'm impugning it into your brain through psionic waves, what should happen to boomers. There is such celebration in these pictures that I feel sad because some people in the rich tapestry of our world no longer feel like they are valued or seen and celebrated, as though it is a battle with winners and losers. Reminds me of Donald Trump's worldview and the poison of that. This has become a culture war simply because a very rich, very influential billionaire made it her cause on Twitter. I wonder how many people even gave it a thought before then. Me. I have been dealing with these people for 13 years, and I hate them. I hate these lunatics, and they should have no say on anything because they are deranged, and I don't want them near any seat of power, making any decisions in any corporation on any other person. They should be at the absolute bottom of every pyramid, every fucking totem pole. Nobody, nothing should be under their jurisdiction. They should be. It's like the caste. The Indians, the Jeets had it right. We need a caste system, and we need the fuck. What are is it the Dalits are the good ones or the bad ones? The untouchables. We need to put them in the untouchable caste. They're free to sweep it up. They're free to work in manual labor and mines and garbage dumps, but they cannot have any authority. They can't even manage a garbage dump. That's the rule. Like, I don't think people realize just how much other, like, normal people are impacted by deranged trannies, and they're actively shitting up everything all the time forever. This is on Reset Era. Fucking hell. Fuck off. The world is going backwards. I would have said the answer is simply fixing the law, but labor. It looks like people are going to have to get a lot more militant over there, unfortunately. All right, lads. Put on your kilts. Get your butter knives. We're storming the palace. We're cutting off their fucking heads. We're going to need 10 strong trans women with 10 butter knives so we can the judges' heads. The armed they're going to be tying the butter knives to sticks to make like pitchforks made of dull metal. Maybe they should convert to Islam. I heard that the mosque in the UK have a lot of weapons in them. They can make use of that. Absolutely monstrous. Time to mobilize. Turf Island was true in fact, and now it's true in law. Joanne and the feckless, bigoted political class. I don't know what to say. Stay safe, UK trans. Not that it's worth much coming thousands of miles away, but you're loved and you will prevail. Let's read more like this. With this ruling, it's hard to imagine how progress and justice for people who are trans can be made in the UK's future. Will we forever remain Turf Island? I hope other countries have more compassion and sense. We failed. Germany, bro. The Germans want you. So intersex people don't exist. No, child. You do not exist. The UK is completely in the political space. There's 3 shades of Tory, and they all despise the LGBT. I hate Starmer. All they do is hate. Disgusting. Let people live the way they want. No. Fun times when going for AP will risk me being thrown into a men's prison. Love that. Based. Live in fear. Live in fear. Live in doubt and fear all the time, forever and ever. The whole country can burn. Finally, something that I and Reset Era can agree upon. That's stupid.